When I originally started working with children and coaching them about handling their emotions when they get upset, I discovered that children doesn't have a concept of emotions always, or they don't have the language to use for the different emotions they are experiencing. And sometimes it's a whole lot of mixed feelings and they can't discover what is happening to them. So I started using simple line drawings of the 4 basic emotions: angry, sad, happy, and scared. And I added the secondary emotions: anxious, frustrated, disappointed, and calm. And in that way, the children could discover and could actually point out to me what emotions they are experiencing. And so I created the little feeling friends with the emotions on them, like angry, sad, and anxious. But there are 8 feeling friends in a set. This helps the child to understand what emotion they are experiencing. But another important aspect is that the child realizes that they don't become the emotion. The emotion is not inside of them, but the emotion is just visiting them. The emotion just sometimes comes to visit them, and it doesn't stay forever. And sometimes the emotion is maybe there for longer, and other times it can only be there for a short while. And it empowers them to know what to do with this emotion when it shows up. It also teaches the child that the emotion is actually welcome. It's okay to be sad sometimes. It's okay to be angry or anxious. It's just what you do when that anxious or sad or angry comes to visit you that might be a problem. So I teach children that there are 3 basic rules. You don't hurt yourself, you don't hurt someone else, and you don't hurt an object or property or animal when these friends visit you. Okay, so the feeling friends works in pairs of 2. So angry, we often think that a child is just angry, but in actual fact, the child might be frustrated. And it helps to teach them that because of frustration, anger sometimes comes. Or we might think the child is scared, but in actual fact, they might just be anxious and it hasn't really escalated to scared yet. And often sadness can only be as a result of huge disappointment or even frustration. So when we teach these children to recognize the feeling friends, they end up knowing how to handle them. So what adults often do is they handle the emotions of children in 4 very destructive ways. The first bad way in which adults can handle emotions is by just ignoring them. So the child would come in and say, "I'm so angry because Johnny hurt me at school." And the mother would say, "Just go and do your homework. I don't want to hear about this now." So you are actually ignoring the child's emotion. If we dismiss the emotion, we say, other children have been hurt before. This is not the end of the world. Just get over it. So we are pretending as if it's not a big issue. It's almost like saying to the child, it doesn't matter that you have to wear glasses. There are people who are blind. So just get over this issue of yours. Another way of handling emotions might be punishing it. You know what? If you don't stop crying, I'll give you a reason to cry. And the last way that mothers especially often want to do is to fix emotions or to save the child from the emotion by saying, "Don't you worry, honey, I'll go and sort out that child tomorrow at school," or "I'll go and talk to the teacher." If we use any of this for not so good methods of handling emotions, we end up not teaching the child how to handle it. And in the end, this child will continue to use this way of handling the emotion for the rest of their lives. And that is not healthy.